Hello everybody, it's everybody's favorite Soprano, Lorenzo Soprano here today. We're back on Ireland, looking at points of interest. Today, we're going to be starting off with generic military street compound number 44, as I'm going to call it. This is northwest of Trolley. It's a pretty interesting place. We've got some new wall assets that I'm a pretty big fan of, You could easily fortify this entire place other than the fact that the gates are subpar to say the least. You can knock them down with cars, and it's generally not the most secure place. You're in a valley, which means it's very easy to get bottled up and taken out pretty fast. But we've got these nice tents that spawn some pretty decent military stuff. I'm currently not going to take any as I'm trying to keep this outfit together. We're currently on the Fudgy Gaming full RP server, opposed to the semi-RP. Both links will be in the description below for the port, IP, and Discord. And check those out, if you might want to drop in and say hi. But again, we're just going to be exploring, and wait a minute. Whoa, what's this? Was this some sort of wacky checkpoint of sorts? The door's blown off. What could go on? What could be going on here? Oh my gosh, are those toxic barrels? This is insane. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the most insane Irish location of all time. What could this be? Wait a minute, is that a Deadzone I see? In a cave? Interesting. What could we need to go in there? Let's find out. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, a gas mask and a headlamp. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, well, let's walk on inside. And here we have the Deadzone. We have a very interesting, I'm assuming would be the water filtration system for the entire facility. I don't even want to know what that is. We're going to start by going up a set of stairs. See this odd blue light. There's a body here. That's this, of course, the full RP server, so there are people here. What I didn't expect here. Nonetheless, let's see what he had. A chainsaw, that's the sheriff looting a dead body, that's great. But anyhow, have a cobalt clip. This could be from the communist groups that live in Cork. Again, we have a very wonderful, colorful cast of characters that take on positions on the server, such as I said, the commies in Cork. But yeah, this is the allure. These massive radioactive pits that act as sort of lava. They're truly amazing, wonderful assets. Again, they do act like lava, so I'm not going to jump inside of them and die a horrible, painful death. And we're just going to continue on down. It's raining outside, some wonderful rain clipping going on over there. Not even going to question that. And I do realize that in my last video I did keep calling Ireland Germany, and if I do that again, you're going to have to patronize me, because, I've obviously got something wrong upstairs, clearly. But, here we have the other part. As you can tell, there are two passageways when you enter. You can go left to this area, which, again, has some more toxic barrels, some computers, some military crates, which oddly doesn't spawn very much. But, we got some decent biohazard and more of these toxic pools, which are amazing. Now, of course, this isn't just, there's more to this place, of course. But I have to give some backstory. So this is, in fact, the toxic waste from Money Point Power Plant. Money Point is a nuclear reactor, and it went into meltdown, I believe, the same time as the apocalypse, if I remember my Irish lore correctly. But yeah, this is where the military was dumping it all. I should probably get another filter ready. Yeah, it's, so we're of course going to have a military presence in those checkpoints, because they don't want anyone to know that they're dumping in the side of a mountain. Have some generic barrels and crates that we can access, and these wonderful Hawaii barrels everywhere. I call them Hawaii barrels, and I'm sure they weren't just made for Hawaii, but it's a fun concept to think about. Again, the main pit, as I like to call it. I don't need to, but I'm going to pop another filter for my own safety. I'm always on safety, and I say safety twice. Safety for my health in game, and safety, of course, on my gun, just in case anything bad happens. But yeah, this is, of course, the more generic pit, and somebody's built a cross. I don't trust myself enough with, even that bridge to walk across. But, let's take a minute and watch. Take a minute and soak it all up, this wonderful mappage, this wonderful toxic waste. But no, we don't have time constraints, So many filters, only so much time, Who wants to stand and look at toxic sludge for, minutes on end? But we're going to do it one more time, right here. We also have ceiling assets, these drops of, toxic waste, nuclear waste, falling from the ceiling. They're even green. It's amazing. And for some reason, cement mixers. But, I guess we're going to cover it in rocks. And this is, of course, this is a wonderful map because the Deadzone doesn't break the mountain. It's somewhat realistic to, life. If there's enough rock and there's enough material on top, it won't break through. Now, one of my favorite assets in this entire cave. This weird little tunnel of sorts. And there's a bed here. This is what I'm talking about. The Deadzone, of course, hits you once or twice, but this is a fantastic base location. I mean, look, you don't even need light. Think about it. Of course, now anyone who watches this will know where it is, but hey, what are the chances of that? It's a wonderful place. You can get a height advantage. You could always build out to the middle of the room and make some sort of hideous plate structure for safety or, storage. You can always do that. I, of course, haven't tested any of these walls to see if you can get inside of them. Personally, I'm not about that life. You shouldn't abuse map glitches, but that's just me. That's, there's not too much more to it. But again, this is a fantastic base location. Deadzone does break through the rocks every once in a while, so never truly take your gas mask off until you're outside. And here's some plates that I put down in a previous encounter with this fantastic area, which I did, of course, find not too long ago. I'm sure there are people who found it before and are gonna scoff and say, what a fat nerd, how's this man not just scoured the entire map? But this is the place I was trying to find last time, that radioactive hole in the ground, and that's it. But if we continue, we again have more of these fantastic caves. The darker rock, I'm assuming, different map assets. We of course have the exit. You can go in both ways. And there's an Irish car. Somebody had an accident. Yeah, that's about it. We have the cave entrance that's somewhat hidden by the train scaffolding, whatever type of bridge this is. I wish I knew. If you know what type of bridge this is, leave it down in the comments below. No, but really, I don't know what these are called. This is again one of those new Irish cars that I think they're alright. I prefer the auto. Don't glitch, Lorenzo. Don't do it. You have things to do. Yeah, as I said, Irish cars, they're cool. I prefer the black auto. My car of choice. Yeah, we haven't, didn't encounter any danger. This is, of course, it starts here, right here, to the southeast of Woodrow Farm and to the northwest of Trolley, as I'm going to call it. Goes through the entirety of the mountain and breaks out right here. And it doesn't, the best part, the Deadzone doesn't break here, and I'm getting Discord messages. Fantastic. See, look, I have friends, Huh? It's great. Comedy. Please laugh. Anyway, it doesn't break the surface, so you really wouldn't know unless you truly took to exploring, which is really what makes these maps amazing. Ireland's a wonderful map. It has its glitches, it has its slight issues, and, a problem or two here and there. But generally, it's a wonderful map. It's very well made. I highly recommend checking it out if you already haven't. This has been, generic Deadzone military edgelord base finding extravaganza with Lorenzo Soprano. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. And keep it fresh.